is Tuesday, 27th. I think that's the date today. But in either case, the funeral for 3 Burnsville first responders will be here at Grace Church in Eden Prairie. It's actually more of a memorial service, I guess is the proper term. I'm considering a funeral, but this is the location where they will be remembered tomorrow at 11 o'clock in Eden Prairie. And the purpose of our broadcast today is to show you where the procession will be and show you how you can honor their families. I have to tell you, there's nothing more powerful than a procession lined with citizens for the families and the friends of the ones that have sacrificed their lives, and for their children, for their wives. So there are many ways to honor them. One, of course, well, there have been several events that several people have already done that, just to be clear. And of course, the GoFundMe pages that are available on the Burnsville website, through the Burnsville website, are probably another way. But a lot of people have been asking where the procession will be. And if you look at our earlier post this morning, we got the route yesterday, and we tried to do the best we could to let people know where they could view the procession and honor the heroes. Sadly, I'm afraid there's so much violence out there. That we can't guarantee this isn't going to happen again this year. I'm not saying multiple people being killed, but there was another homicide today in Minneapolis with several people shot. Of course, last night there was a 56-year-old woman who had a shot through her window. So it's a violent time, and young kids with guns as well. But tomorrow it's going to be cold. It'll be 20 degrees here tomorrow, and you can see the snow beginning to fall now already. The wind chill should be about 0. So their goal is to get as many people inside the church here as possible, but no one can guarantee that everyone can get in. So if you're interested in watching, several news broadcasts will be conducted. Burnsville will be streaming it as well. And if you need more information, please go to the burnsvillemn.gov website and get additional information. We're going to try to give you what we know. Pat's sick today, just so you know, and not doing so well. So, well, he's doing fine, but he's not doing great. He's not doing great today. But obviously, it's a very somber time for everyone in our state, and certainly the Burnsville community, even more so, and the family members. But the goal here is to let you know where you can come and watch the procession. It's about a 20-mile procession. Some areas are more inclined to be slow, some to be faster, some on the highway, some not. You pick and choose where your best location is. Certainly there are areas in Eden Prairie. It runs through Shakopee, Savage, and then on into Burnsville. If you choose to come, the doors will open here at 9:30. This area that I'm in right now, you can see this large parking lot. This is for public parking right here. There will be signage to let you know. Now, when this fills up, there is no more parking, but there will be shuttles. Burnsville is providing 2 shuttles. If you go to their website, under the Living Here tab on the Burnsville, you'll be able to see some shuttles that would, remote sites that will bring people here. But you can see this is Grace Church has a huge parking lot, but huge doesn't mean infinite. And as it fills up, when the spots are done for the public. So as I move through the parking lot, several of these areas will be designated for public safety personnel, and the ones here will be designated for public safety personnel not in the procession. And there are other parking lots around the church here, just east of here, for public safety processions. But just to give you an idea of the space that's available for parking, it is a large venue, and the public is welcome to come and park here, but when the parking's full for the public. And then the other problem is that once the church is full, the shuttle buses will stop bringing people in, and the public has another option here to watch and attend. In fact, our honor guard will be at the alternative location, Prince of Peace Church in Burnsville, and we'll show you where that is as we go. As with any large celebration, SWAT teams from all over the metro are assisting in securing the area and checking on any suspicious stuff. Our reserves are also going to help with some of the parking at the Prince of Peace Church as well. I believe the Washington County Sheriff's Office is the primary security here, and Sheriff Dan Starry, of course, does a great job. But this is the way the procession will leave. We're at Pioneer, we're on Mitchell Road, and if you had a chance to look at the post from this morning, you'll be able to see the actual route. And we're going to start right here. This is Pioneer Trail. Just leaving the church. The procession will be going east on Pioneer Trail from the church, and it'll stay on Pioneer Trail down to Highway 169. So if you live in Eden Prairie, you want to line these streets as people leave the church. It's a great option for you, anyone that's in the Eden Prairie area. again, our goal is to honor these heroes and their families. It's an unbelievable sacrifice their children have just suffered. This is Starring Lake Parkway that we're crossing. And there are many places here, I think, that you can, close to the venue, right to the right here is where many of the law enforcement cars, the cars that will be the hundreds, if not thousands of law enforcement vehicles that will be in the procession, honoring the 3 first responders. So we're going to continue the procession. It's about a 20-mile procession. Again, this particular stretch in Eden Prairie, leaving Grace Church. Going down Highway 169. Now, it's going to be cold tomorrow, and so I highly recommend that you watch the memorial service online and don't go stand out in the 0-degree wind chill until you know that, or stay in your car and watch it. Maybe that's better. Don't be out. And remember, we're honoring 3 individuals, so it may be a little bit longer than some memorials, which of course is fine. So we're going to continue eastbound here on Pioneer Trail to 169. This is just north of the Flying Cloud Airport. Matter of fact, parking areas for law enforcement are immediately next to the Flying Cloud Airport. So again, if you just joined us, please go back and watch the beginning. The parking lot in the church will be available for a limited number of cars from the public, and then other cars from law enforcement. This is very wide open here. My guess is the beginning of the procession will be a little faster here in the wide open area and then slow down as it arrives in the city of Burnsville. That's just a guess. Eastbound on Pioneer Trail, which also looks like it's called County Road. I saw another one that said County Road I, but Pioneer Trail.
You
hear a couple of wheels in the back just to keep
revising to manifest.
2269, you can send me the position.
So as you can tell, this is a pretty long stretch on Pioneer Trail. Bennett Place, anywhere.
Going to assist 69, the Grand Prix Apartments, 235, Bravo 2 East, number 356. Loud music, dog barking, subjects screaming at each other.
Prairie Lutheran Church here on the right that probably has some parking in it. Stone Ridge Street. Most of the streets around Grace Church have no parking signs, so it would not be a good plan to plan on parking on the side streets there. There's a lot of reasons for that, I'm sure, but just don't plan on parking on side streets either. Get there early enough to get a spot in the church parking lot, or look online. Burnsville Online will tell you where the 2 remote sites. They're right near the church. 2 remote, they're parks, places that you can get a shuttle bus ride to the church to help save on parking space. And still be able to. People like to them, but this is an event. It's a horrific event like nothing else we've ever seen. So here we're going to go south on 169. This is the eastern border of East Prairie, and obviously a highway like 169 isn't probably the best place to view the procession. This is a major highway, actually. And then we're going to take Highway 169 south to 13. At that intersection of 13 and 169 will be in the city of Shakopee. For those that you live in that the Shakopee area. It'll be the closest place to tribute. This actually gets a little bit confusing down here. So we are going to try to go east on 13. We're just crossing the Minnesota River. Those of you who are familiar with 13, it runs out to Valley Fair or Shakopee or the dog track, pardon me, horse track. Canterbury Downs. So yeah, as you can tell, 169 not a great spot. You'll be able to watch the helicopters from the media follow the procession down 169, so it'd be best just to log on. Right now we're in Shakopee and we're about to head into the town of Savage, Minnesota. We live in the Savage area. Probably familiar. And we're going back. East on 13. At least I hope so. I haven't driven the route before. And you'll see you're just leaving Shakopee and coming into Savage. There's a sign there on the right. Still a relatively busy road. The route again in detail is on few different sites. I think probably the best really is on our posts from earlier today. I mean, the Department of Public Safety has a map, but to be honest, I'm thinking it's a little easier to understand. Kind of shorten and condense some of the verbiage for you on our Live on Patrol Facebook page. So we're going to take this to County Road 11, and in a minute we're going to be crossing into Burnsville. Hopefully we'll see a sign. Again, the first part of the procession from Eden Prairie, Shakopee, Savage is on higher volume streets. Certainly you can find a spot along there, but it's just going to be a little more difficult. Those busy streets sit next to impossible on Highway 169. Bridges are good. I mean, that's leaves
Clear advised, you can send me to him, man.
leaves an impact on the family.
You can disregard that. That's just leftover from cat crash. Got it. Clear.
Bridges, flags, salutes. So many memories that I have from so many lost ones. That's why I wanted to make sure you got this information, so you're
5286.
positioned to make a decision where the best location is.
5286.
It's 286 at 1887 Rice Street, O'Reilly Auto Parts. Phone call request, reference a delivery driver that was pleasuring himself outside the store on Saturday. 86 copy. 1610. Two 2364.
I'm sorry.
62. And 64. $23.64. 2364.
So we're going to continue here down to
1210 Watson.
County 11 in Burnsville. This is a good spot down here on Highway 13 by Lynn Avenue, the Culvers. This will be a great spot if you can find enough parking.
One time.
Just about to come into Burnsville. Quality Inn, but things will slow down a little bit here. There's a strip mall on our right here by Lynn Avenue and 13. I'm sure you'll get a little bit of leeway on the parking here. Not out here on 13, but on the service roads. And right now we're just past the Culvers there at Lynn Road. We're crossing into Burnsville. This is Dakota County, Burnsville, population 64,000, maybe more. And anywhere in here now, Burnsville welcomes you sign. I mean, these are great spots, strip malls, etc. There's other spots that we're about to go through that are awesome spots for honoring them as well. Again, we're just trying to help people understand the route and where they can go to participate. It is a long procession, and it will weave through Burnsville Fire Station number 2, Burnsville Police Department, and toward the end go to Prince of Peace Church, which is the remote viewing location. If you have any other business in this area, traffic will be very, very tough tomorrow during this procession. The procession will probably not have, the last cars probably won't have left the church when the first cars get to the end, which is hard for me to even imagine a 20-mile procession, but usually I'm sure the State Patrol is taking a primary role in traffic control, as with other agencies along the way, but the state troopers are usually charged with a traffic plan to block traffic, and of course we're coming up on Interstate 35W. So
quarter mileage from the main to the LEC.
Keep in mind, of course, things could change between now and tomorrow morning. Sometimes they do. New issues arise.
22052.
So we're on Highway 13 eastbound. About to cross over 35W. Some streets here to the side here that it's nice to have people all along the route, although obviously 169 is not one of those that's safe to do that, and portions of 13 are not either. Go where you feel the safest and the most comfortable in terms of traffic. So we're at Nicollet Avenue, and actually the route is going to weave its way back to Nicollet, but first it's going to head down to County Road 11 and go past Fire Station number 2. But the Burnsville Police Department is close to Nicollet, so if you take a look at the map and the directions, you'll it's Burnsville Shopping Mall over there on the right. Heart of the city. You know, today it feels like those three are the heart of the city. Again, our deepest condolences to her family, the chief, their friends. Thank you to all of you who have come out to all the events to honor them. So the procession will continue eastbound on 13. You know, and if you have questions, if you want to leave them in the comments, we'll try to answer them. Like again, the service is at 11. No certainty as to when the memorial service will end. And of course, there'll be the final EOT
2584.
send off outside the church afterward with thousands and thousands of law enforcement agencies there.
14. You can put the EOT.
Some other locations here in Burnsville along Highway 13 near 12th Avenue and Parkwood Drive going south. here's County Road 11, and this is where the procession will really weave through the heart of Burnsville, off Highway 13. Just to the left would be West River Hills Drive, but this is County Road 11 going south. And you'll see the sign here saying that road is closed 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. So you'll be able to get in through, this is where the procession will be, but you'll be able to get in through other routes into this area. The procession will go south here to 122nd Street, which I think this is at the light here. So this part of the road is closed, but if you came in from the other way, you'd probably get access to it. Again, another sign here on the right, road closed 2 to 6 p.m. Just no certainty as to when the procession is going to start and end, but it's going to be a long procession. So we're going to head west on 122nd Street to Parkwood Drive. Again, these directions are in our earlier Facebook post from today. You can find them other places, but I think that's the best way. And these are amazing, awesome places to get out. This is the heart of Burnsville here, and you know, these streets lined with people honoring them would be just awesome. I got goosebumps thinking about how important it is to the family.
2268, it's going to be a phone call request for 4325 Art.
We're on 122nd Street.
Ex-husband
From County 11 over here to Parkwood Drive.
Unknown if
And
legal
we're gonna
or
see
illegal,
the
and that he drives around. Also has
Burnsville
had
Fire
seven
Station right there. Burnsville Fire Station number 2 on our right. I'll just pull in. You can honor these firefighters if you're in the area. I'm sure this location here will be a prime spot. And on these side streets, most of these side streets you will be able to park on. This is Parkwood. Parkwood does come off of 13. You can drive down here. Won't be able to be on this route, but you can pull into the area off of 13.
Can you repeat that?
I think I accidentally cleared you. You're still on that app.
Great places to stand and honor them. Again, it's impossible to predict exactly when the procession will get here, but you can watch it on live and you know it'll take some time to get down here. Watch it live on any broadcast channel. So we're down to Burnsville Parkway. We're going to go west on Burnsville Parkway back to Nicollet, which you know runs north and south and actually also runs up to Highway 13, and you can access it that way. Again, you'll see a sign, road closed 2 to 6 tomorrow.
2364. I apologize if you're on the wrong call. Which call are you headed to? Clear.
So we're still west on Burnsville Parkway. We're going to head down to Nicollet. Go south on Nicollet.
283 Tango 52.
You can see all these are, would be amazing to have these streets lined with well-wishers.
2375 North Fairview 911. Call back down the stack.
If you live in the area in Burnsville and you're watching, tell your neighbors. Procession's coming right by you. Tomorrow sometime after the service.
7. 4166 North Lexington, a line of urgent care and short. Medical 58 male.
And we're back at Nicollet. Nicollet, of course, runs north-south.
Copy.
Up to 13 if you wanted to access the area from Highway 13.
67 clear.
But most Highway 13, I don't know how they're going to handle the traffic up there.
Turn 2518.
2518.
So we're going to go south on Nicollet here, and then east on Civic Center Parkway
Can you give us a check in 5, please?
to 134th.
Copy. Project set 1626.
Copy, go ahead.
So we're close to the Burnsville City Hall complex. This is Civic Center Parkway here, which will bring us toward the police department. Keep in mind there'll be many fire rigs as well. You can see some of the preparation for tomorrow. Just give you a little look here. City Hall and the police department, 100 Civic Center Parkway.
Security, want to hold back East 3 Tango on the DOC?
Obviously, there's a lot of mourning going on here right now. Just come out tomorrow and let them know that you care about them. Fair amount of parking around here. I would say by their ice arena here, you get spots, a great location.
A lot of people have been here already for other
memorials, and thank you for that.
935 Greenfield Avenue, Systematics,
Just gonna drive through the parking lot just to show you
37 Mail Patch.
how many spots are available here at the ice arena across the street from the police department.
3-4 minutes to the night.
5961. 961.
It's hard to imagine really the
Copy that.
well, the pain that when the chief says they're hurting. The hurt will start healing after tomorrow, but it's going to take a long time. Take a long time. So if you just joined us, we're driving the procession route for tomorrow, showing you all the opportunities there are to come out and honor the fallen. No parking along this street because it's not really wide enough to handle the fire trucks and cars. So as we come out of the city's complex here, we're on 134th Street East, but we're
2362.
going to turn west on here and go back to Nicollet.
Copy, thank you. Pleasant area.
Looks like a school here. It's always when young school kids come out. What is this? Joseph Nicollet Middle School. This will be an amazing sight. See young 6th, 7th graders out. I'm sure that's probably the case, although I don't know what time we'll get here tomorrow. It might be toward the close of school. Maybe school is closed tomorrow. So we're going to go south on Nicollet Avenue to County Road 42. And we're going to pass the Prince of Peace Church, which again is the remote viewing. If you don't want to battle the parking logistics of Grace Church tomorrow, but you still want to be able to be part of the service and see the procession, Prince of Peace Church in Burnsville would be a great option. Great option. And our honor guard will be there. As will many of our security personnel. Take a left here at Nicollet. So if you have friends that are interested, you want to share this morning's post, the directions, or share this one that might give them a better idea. I know it's just information, but it's information that can help the families start their recovery by realizing that people care as much as they do. spots here along the end,
Going full force.
toward the end of the procession, but still great spots to come out and push them. To honor them and thank them. That really is what it's about. Thanking the families for their sacrifice. Thanking the officers who worked with them for their sacrifice. Most importantly, letting them know you care.
You can just let Joey send me that down.
Again, the procession will continue a while past the police department. And actually, Prince of Peace Church is up on this hill here to our left. I'm not sure the best way to enter. I'm going to go down here to this entrance.
Security run all guys.
Right, 170. 170. Can you see who's logged into 2081? Go to 170.
Some of the memorial services were already held here, vigils. I'm entering off of Nicola Boulevard, but there's another entrance on the other end that I'll go out. It's a large worship center too. wasn't large enough for the This is close and a good option for you. This is an event, losing 3 at once, that Minnesota really has never experienced. And, tomorrow's going to memorialize that. Again, parking lot. Lots of parking here for Prince of Peace if you choose to come here. I don't have the best recommendation, but what I would suggest, if you do come here and the service gets over, you know now that it's going to take a good half hour, and realistically maybe an hour, for the procession to reach the police department. You might want to bring your car down here afterward, park a little closer. This intersection to be part of the procession.
Up to the suspect on Road B, so
Wait, if you say go for pursuit, the same as
Westbound, through parking lot. That's your coming out of the parking lot. Oh, so through parking lot.
That pursuit, of course, is back in Ramsey County. So this road will be closed. The public and even the law enforcement will not be attending or being invited to the family burials.
1639.
Most of those are being conducted privately, as you might imagine. So after we pass Prince of Peace and continue south a little bit on Nicollet Avenue, in the next quarter mile here, the procession is going to disperse and officers will return to their home stations from all around the country. Still continuing procession here. And at this point here on County 42, the officers will turn and get on the freeway and disperse back to their own departments, their own cities. Well, thanks for your interest in tomorrow's memorial procession. If you can get out here, that'd be awesome. Please share this instructions with your friends if you haven't. And just remember, it's all about honoring the heroes, but also honoring their families. And there's no stronger message than when they see the public out along the side of the road as the hearses pass by. Again, our condolences to the families, their friends, the Burnsville Police Department, Burnsville Fire Department.
21?
Thank you for your service.
1100 Rundle Street. Caller is the child's father was released from jail, stated that he entered the house and took her vehicle keys. Suspect is a Hispanic, heavy build, wearing a black shirt, black pants. It is on a delay. 1742.